Not real. Not real. Not real. Hi everybody and welcome to our channel. My name is Amy and I am one half TANAKA cosplay and this is my little segment, Anime Waffle. Not like waffle as in the food, more like waffle as in
waffle.
To talk or write aloud without giving any useful information or any clear answers.
If at the end of this video you like what you hear and see, then remember to like, comment and hit that elusive subscribe button for more waffle. Alright, so now that's out the way, let's begin. As I'm sure with many anime fans, Haikyuu has probably crossed your eyeball radar. The story follows Shoya HINATA, a boy determined to become a great volleyball player despite him being vertically challenged. So, why this video? Haikyuu is a sports shonen which is primarily directed towards young teen males. That's their target demographic. However, if that's the case, then why, oh why, am I seeing so much of this?
All I can see in my head is Bakudo and his cake.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love every single one of those videos, hence why they're in this videos, and I'm kind of one of those girls who may have created our own Haikyuu universe. But once again, that's for another video. And why is it that every time I hear this,
big boys, itty bitty boys,
I now see this.
I like big boys, itty bitty boys, Mississippi boys, inner city boys. I like the pretty boys with the bow tie.
Thirsty otaku girls. And for those of you on TikTok, I'm sure your feed, like mine, is full to the brim with thirsty female-led Haikyuu content about most, if not all, of the Haikyuu characters. So then, why are there so many female fans? It's a shonen. It's a shonen. It's a shonen. Right? In my opinion, it comes down to characterization and how well-rounded each and every one of the characters are. There's not one character to dislike. They're all vivid, compelling, distinct, and have some very well-suited voice actors. And yes, I'm a subskill. Just saying.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, that's all great, but then thirsty otaku girls. However, let's face it, this obsession with fictional men dates back to the beginning of time. I mean, in my day. Yes, I'm an 80s child. It was Disney with their unrealistic expectation of men. These men in particular would walk the circumference of the earth for you if you're their lover. They will never ever give up on you. They are serial apologizers. Not sure if that's a good trait these days. They believe in you even when you don't. They always say nice things. They don't criticize you or judge you. They put up with your insufferable your crappy friends and family, and they always love their lady loves no matter what. No matter what. So even if you're poor, if you have a fishtail for legs, or you're delusional, or you're dead, these men will love you forever. I mean, Disney have changed up their narrative a bit, but that's for another video. I mean, in the rest of the world, there's no real equivalent to your shonen, your shoujo, and your seinen kind of categories. We tend to gear our kind of content towards age groups and genre rather than a specific target demographic. But in manga, it's very fixed and firm. It's very much assumed that if you fall into this category, then you must like this. If you fall into this particular ticky box, then you must like this. But girls like adventure stories as well. The industry is still very male dominated, and I assume that this is why our particular content is marketed in this way. However, there has been a massive shift though. The lines are starting to get blurred, and we see this particularly through fandoms such as My Hero Academia or Demon Slayer. Even the likes of Dora Hidoro, which is making waves on Netflix, is written by a female mangaka, and it's absolute literary genius. Haikyuu manages to target a female audience without even realizing it because every single character has a quality that appeals to somebody. Every single character has a mutual respect for each other, and that in turn allows each character to thrive. So let's break down some examples from the pack. Gorgeous, gorgeous pack. So first of all, we have HINATA. HINATA, Shoujo, HINATA. HINATA. HINATA is the shortest and most determined member of the team. He's also one of the shortest. He's polite and considerate, which in itself is an adorable quality in a guy. Probably the type to carry your bags or bike across the mountain in the cold on his tiny little bike just to come and see you. They're not real, Amy. They are not real. They're not real. They're not real. Maybe I could demonstrate with my little people here. And now there's KAGEYAMA. He's the moody emo type with a consistent frown, yet he is determined and focused and talented all at the same time. He's probably taught to as well. Not real. He's not unlike our best boy Levi, except way taller and also not real. KAGEYAMA falls more into the archetype that's reserved for females within this particular genre, where he is a tsundere, another one of these words I can't pronounce, but here it is written for you. So tsundere is a person who starts off cold and in some cases quite hostile, which KAGEYAMA is, and then they kind of grow and progress and show a warmer, friendlier side, which is more appealing to our audience because we see that someone is mellowed, as well as to the characters who can then embrace them fully. So next we have Tsukishima, who is intimidatingly tall, blonde, blue-eyed piece of yum, and he's cool as fuck. So he's the right percentage of dickhead, but he's also intelligent, and again he has the talent to back him up, especially when, as we see throughout the story, sorry spoilers for those of you who are just joining Haikyuu, where again he mellows out, he starts enjoying the game and becomes really quite good at what he does. Fictional. Next is the package deal of NISHINOYA and TANAKA, who are needlessly flirtatious and protective of their senpai, who, let's face it, we all want to be. And once again, like the other characters, they have the talents to kind of back up their confidence, which again is a quality that I assume that a lot of girls like to see. Confidence in their own ability and confidence within themselves and how they are. And then we have the rivals, who also stir up every weeb's loins. Yes, I said loins. First of all, we have Akaiwa. I mean, he's already one with the ladies in the anime, and he'd be that type of like untouchable hottie that you see walking around school or college or university. We're like, oh, I would just like to lick him. I am aware that they're fictional characters. I know. But he, like KAGEYAMA, is focused, determined, and talented, although he has the kind of brain capacity to realize that women exist, which, you know, is nice. And he's a flirting Lothario. We see in the anime that he has had a girlfriend and he talks to the ladies quite often, so he is confident enough to talk to them, which, again, very appealing to girls who want to fantasize about him. But unlike KAGEYAMA, Akaiwa is very charismatic, as we see that he's able to talk to a lot of different people. And then he wears his glasses and ups the sophistication just a little bit. Then we have Bokuto and Kuru, who are all over the fan art and fan fiction platforms.
Where are all the hot people? I was told that there would be all these attractive singles.
I mean, they're cool and they're confident, and yet we barely know anything about them. I mean, this mystery adds to the allure and gives kind of fangirls the space to make up their own minds about their kind of backstory and their narrative and what they'd be like in different situations. Yet these characters are integral as they assist our main group in their own individual growth, allowing them to thrive and evolve in a very short space of time, and they help the narrative progress because our characters need to grow in order to go further in the tournaments that they are partaking in.
All these characters and their accompanying traits make Haikyuu the perfect anime for girls. The right level of tension, narrative and character development, but running alongside a collection of well-designed characters for us all to drool over.
So if these characters exist in real life, that would be swell. And I know there's a few cosplayers, again, that are totally blurring the lines. Thanks for that. If you haven't watched Haikyuu yet, I would definitely advise that you give it a try. It's one of those animes where I went into it going, it's a sports anime. Well, volleyball. Who watches volleyball? And yet, somehow, I am addicted to it, and I've started my own Haikyuu manga collection, and we've got the merch and the t-shirts and everything to go along with it. Haikyuu is one of those animes that kind of builds tension, and because the character development is so well written, you kind of follow them along in their journey and you want to kind of cheer them on, and the fact that they're all good looking 2D characters is really helpful as well. And then there's the fan art. So remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time for more Anime Waffle.